Welcome back to the Dwarven Mountain Halls of Anvilquested, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dwarf Fortress, the 2014 edition. At the end of the last episode, we crushed the siege of the goblins on our fortress and took bloody revenge for our brave warriors that were felled by the goblin menace. However, that still isn't a guarantee that the bug that had been plaguing us is gone. I think that it might be, since we upgraded versions, but you never know. Meanwhile, a lot of our dwarves right now are running through miasma, and that is leading to a few of them, at least, being slightly unhappy. Not enough, really, to cause a problem, however. So I'm just going to let the game continue to run, but we are going to profile a dwarf. '91. '91 is Blecto Bagum. So let's find Blecto here. Blecto Bagum is currently unassigned. He is not doing a job, but he is a clothier. I should probably give him a job to make clothes. I think Crazy Man was running around without shoes. Can't imagine why. I have plenty of stuff, but whatever. So we're going to view Blecto, who is just hanging out, I guess. Blecto has no kills, of course, being not in the military. But he does have relations. Very few, however. We have Thorin, who is his younger brother. Blecto is apparently unmarried. Crow Guy is is Blecto Bagum's aunt. Fruitcake is also his aunt. Sanctum Stone is his uncle. Bullzome Threetoe is his uncle. Silverhaze was his niece. I say was, because Silverhaze, as we all know, is past. Mind Freezer, his nephew. Fielfita, his cousin. Samsi Cacrionis, also a cousin. The Etruscan, a cousin. Tulmac, a cousin. I miss Tulmac, because he's in white all the time. I have to really be careful. Don't know why. He's in white, I mean. Crom, the Historian, his cousin. Gotrek Gurnison, his cousin. Ast is his Cavisau pet. Is this the first one we've profiled who has a pet? I don't know, but definitely Blecto Bagum has a pet. On friendly terms with a number of folks. No enemies, however. Alright, cool. So, let's look at Blecto here. Blecto Bagum Bardum Dusim, or Blecto Bagum Fight Work. He is a dwarf of 63 years of age, profession of clothier. Within the last week, he felt interest seeing a fine seat, interest seeing a fine table, interest seeing a tastefully arranged, completely sublime chest, satisfaction at work, and interest seeing a wonderful well. And within the last season, he felt contentment about a number of things. Bliss, interest. Disgust, though, after being nauseated by the sun. He is a legendary +5 clothier, and a proficient grower, and he is a rusty, talented weaver. Very interesting. He does not easily fall in love. That's probably why he remains unmarried. He is slow to anger. He has a greedy streak. He prefers that everyone live as harmoniously as possible. He is not driven, and he rarely feels the need to pursue success. Often, he changes his mind to agree with somebody else. He tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds with others, and he tends to be passive in discussions. He sees life as unfair and doesn't mind. He does not care about friendship. He dreams of raising a family, which is what? What kind of dream is that, based on your personality, Blecto? That doesn't even make any sense. I hate people. I'm happy with being alone. The world is unfair and terrible. Man, I can't wait to have a family. What? That doesn't even make sense. These dwarves. These silly dwarves. I wish there was a way to turn off the sound of the practicing, but you can't really, because if you turn that off, then you also lose the sound of the actual combat, right? And you need to know the actual combat so that you know what your dwarves are up to. Blecto's quote is, "I don't really get attached to people, and yet I want to raise a family." Good luck. Good luck, Blecto. Blecto is strapped with massive amounts of muscle and lard. He has very high cheekbones. His sideburns are clean shaven. His long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is arranged in double braids. His long hair is arranged in double braids as well. His lips are thick. His ears are somewhat narrow. His copper skin is wrinkled. His copper eyes are somewhat narrow, and his hair is chestnut. He is mighty, slow to tire, and agile, but he is very slow to heal. Blectobagum Bardumdasim likes orthoclase, brass, black pyrope, echidna tooth, rope reed fiber fabric, the color green, bucklers, windows, goblets, and mules for their stubbornness. Well, that makes sense, at least. When possible, he prefers to consume giant nautilus, bilberry wine, and foxtail millet flour. He absolutely detests oysters. He has a very good sense of the position of his own body and good intuition, but he has a little difficulty with words, a shortage of patience. He has quite poor focus and a poor ability to manage or understand social relationships. Oh, and he also has a poor memory. So that's Blectobagum, yet another totally weird-ass dwarf in our fortress that is full of them. Now, there's one thing that I wanted to show you last episode that I forgot, and that is this amazing new tool that I discovered, quite by accident. If you go to a stockpile, you can load or save stockpile settings. And that's amazing for me, because I make very specific stockpiles. Like, for example, these stockpiles up here are only for artifacts, right? So this will allow me to quickly and easily, it took like a second, I basically just went up here, I saved the parameters of this stockpile, and then I created these two stockpiles and loaded them. So you just go L for load or save. Let's just do load. And not only is there my stockpile, my artifact one that I created, but there's already a bunch of them prepared for you. So heavy refuse, light refuse, seeds, trading goods, primary materials, animals, auto melt, auto trade, booze, finished products. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily use all of these, but for a starting player, this is a beautiful thing. Plants, foodstuffs, magma safe. So if you want to know just where your magma safe stuff is, there you go. I love it. And I bet you with time, they're probably going to have more different types of stockpiles. In fact, I would hope that the community is allowed to submit stockpile ideas. And you can just do the name. Like, for example, if I were to submit my artifact stockpile, it would say MarcusAurelius/artifacts. Not that I would want to submit mine, but the point is, I hope that it grows over time so that new players have a ton of stockpile ideas to choose from, and maybe a little bit of a description, maybe even in a text file that just says, okay, well, if you use Mech Guide's auto trade, here's what it does. Although you could always just create the stockpile and look at it to see what it does. But I just think that's a great addition to the game. So thank you, whoever did that. You're probably not watching my series, but I don't care. Thank you. You're a hero. All right. So it is time for some drafting. Or is it? Let's see. I just want to see, before we do any drafting. Okay, so one of our steel statues is done, but one still needs to be created. So we're going to wait on that before we put them next to the stone marking the heroic sacrifice of Gordosh. Oh, you know what else we need to do before we do our draft? Is we need to add a dog. So let's assign an animal here. We have 2 war dogs that are assigned someplace? I didn't know that. Stray war dog, tame. Where's the second one? I know there's one leading here. Leading to the military area, right? There's that guy there. But where's doggy number 2? Is there one maybe in the trading area that I forgot about? Yeah, there it is. The trading area. Okay. Crisis averted. Lots of miasma. Now what was I going to do? Oh, right. I need to go to our dog area here. And go to the zone. And remove the dog whom I just assigned. Did they fix this? So it does it automatically? Because I don't see him. We have a ton of Polts. Not what I care about. Stray War Dog. Oh, there it is. Right at the bottom. Okay, so we unassign him from there. Okay, so they did not fix that. It still sucks. Oh well. Such is life. Now recall that we do have one dog that has earned a name because it killed an invader. That's Okolkog, and I'm not going to use him. He's going to retire in happiness, maybe breed a bunch of puppies because he deserves that for all of the amazing things he brought to our fortress in the form of murdering a goblin, when dogs generally just die rather quickly. We have a bunch of eggs that might one day hatch into Polts. But you're here for the draft, aren't you? So let's do that. First things first, I generated a list of 74 dwarves that are potential draft candidates. And we are going to utilize that list to get our candidates. Now, first thing we have to do is we have to get ready here to see what we need. So we currently have, with our Marksdorf squads, Deramos and McWinfield both have 5. I'm going to expand both of their squads to 10. And we're going to leave Bumchafes at, or should we? Should we expand Bumchafes to 10? And then what we can do is we could take the best Marksdwarves from these squads and promote them. Let's do that. So first of all, Lord Wolfman, you are now a member of Bumchafes Bandits. Then we have Samzi Cacrionis, who's also 14, Bumchafes Bandits. So I'm not going to let the squad leaders, though. Deramos and McWinfield are going to stay. But then we have 14 down here with Azrael II, and that will put us up to 10. All right, so now I'm going to be adding 7 dwarves to Deramos and 6 to McWinfield. Oh gosh, I hope that doesn't hurt our fortress in the sense that we'll have so much less unassigned that things will be getting done much more slowly. But we're going to find out. So we're going to draft a total of 13 people. It looks like, damn, that's a lot of people. All right, here we go. Got my pencil here. Keep things marked. 42. 42? That's a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Crazy Man without shoes. Shoeless Crazy Man. You are a Marksdorf. Welcome to the team, buddy. Crazy Man's been with us since the beginning, since the Dominions 4 campaigns in 2013. So I am incredibly glad Crazy Man was drafted. Next, we have number 60. Panassa. Welcome to the team, Panassa. After Panassa, we have 56, which is Atlu Multipass, the grown-up child of Lilu Multipass and Atlas, I guess. Number 1, lucky number 1, Grumdrel Brandhammer. 53, Naki, with a silent D at the front. Number 71, Lady Atty. Okay. Number 37, our Swedish friend Fielfita. Number 22, Toadface. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 58, Young Guan Infinite, the adult now child of Young Guan Yu and Infinite. Number 46, Wicked Man the One. Number 71, we already got. Number 72, wow, how random is that? That's Taz. Welcome to the team, Taz. So now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Who's it going to be? Number 40. Giraffe. Welcome to the team, Giraffe. And the final drafted Marks Dwarf of Anvilquested is going to be 53. We already have 53. Next. 73. So we have 71, 72, and 73. It's telling me that's random, but it doesn't seem very random to me. But welcome to the team, Sisyphean. Sorry, Liquidor, you were number 2. Honestly, I was rooting for you, but we gotta be fair. So we're gonna go to Therapist here, and we're gonna add some people. So we need 7, first of all, for Deramos. So, Young Guan Infinite. Wicked Man the 1. Toadface. I'm trying to remember all these. Taz. Sisyphean. Panasa. And rounding it out, somebody? No. Lady Atty. Okay, now we need 6 for McWinfield. Giraffe, Theneo. Grumdrel, Brandhammer. Fielfita. I think I'm doing a pretty good job remembering these people, actually. Naki. Crazy Man. See? Look, everybody's green here, meaning they're perfectly happy and set up, except for Crazy Man. Feet uncovered. Well, I guess that's what crazy people do. Okay, and that leaves us with Atlu Multipass, right? All right. That should be everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is our new and improved Anvilquested military, and it will be the last iteration of the Anvilquested military. We will not be having another draft. We will not be having any more melee dwarves. These are the brave souls who will be standing against the tide of darkness coming up from the depths at the end of Anvilquested, and these will be the ones who will give their life for the cause, or triumph in glorious victory. We don't really know how things are going to go. It really depends, I think, on the chemical makeup of the demons. If there's a lot of demons that are made out of like fire or steam or things that are easy to kill, then no problem. But if we have a couple that are made out of steel or rock, it's going to be a lot harder, especially if they don't happen to die with the collapsible rooms, because then there's pretty much nothing else at that point that can kill them. They can only be contained. We could theoretically contain them between 2 drawbridges and just leave them there forever and then explore the dark netherworld on our own time. But that's an option we'll have to deal with. Also, folks, I wanted to tell you, in case any of you were wondering, there will not be any adamantium in this Let's Play. I tried, and I'm very sorry, but what you have to see is this. I dug out this room here to try desperately to find adamantium, but it doesn't actually start until the lava. And as you can tell, if I attempted to dig any of this out, it would just kill my dwarf, because the lava would eventually, or the magma, I should say, would eventually fill in. The only place that is bordered and safe is here, and the reason for that is, of course, this is the entryway into the underworld. So the minute we dig into that, we're going to release the demons. So that's it. Basically, sometimes in some games, you have adamantium that goes up all the way to the 3rd cavern layer. So you have just like tons of it. But apparently in this particular location, the adamantium starts just at the lava level. So there's really no way for us to dig out any of it. Now, I tried to explore more area, but it looks like that is the only spire of Anvilquested. I mean, there may be one down here in the corner, but I highly doubt it. So, yeah, I dug this little tunnel here, which, by the way, concerns me quite a bit because it's filling up with magma, and I can't... I mean, I'm glad I managed to build this wall in time, but I can't understand why, because magma's not supposed to go up Z levels like water does, for example. It doesn't have pressure. But somehow, what I did is I dug a ramp down into there. That's how I was able to see, basically, without hurting anybody. But yeah, the magma's like seeping in. It's very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the draft is complete. Our military is set up. Between episodes now, I'll continue with arming the spike traps, which are now mostly done. I will come back to recording to show you if it works. We're going to set up our little Minecraft. Oh my god. One game, by the way, I will never LP, because it is more overdone than anything else in this world. But what I meant to say was minecart. My minecart track here. As soon as it's ready to go, I will bring you guys back to observe it and make sure that it works before we do what we need to do. So once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Hey guys, it's Marcus. I'm recording this after I recorded the episode, so I don't know yet where in the episode I'm going to tear away and show this, but it will be in the episode. But what I wanted to show everybody is that when we first started Anvilquested, way in the beginning, the first thing it told us when we embarked upon our journey was, beware ere the Dingo men get hungry. And the whole time we've been in Anvilquested, near 10 years now, we have not seen one Dingo man. Well, that is about to change, because if you look right here, a Dingo man, a whole tribe of them have come and visited our fortress of Anvilquested. A Dingo man is a person with the head of a dingo. He is very muscular and just gigantic overall. His hair is sandy taupe, his skin is pale brown, his eyes are orange. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Dingo men, the long-promised, long-awaited Dingo men, have finally found their way to Anvilquested.